Test of hypothesis part 2. So another very important one. Steps involving testing of hypothesis. Steps involving testing of hypothesis. The process of making hypothesis based on the sample statistic is called a test of statistical test. Now there is a procedure. The statisticians follow a formal process to determine whether to accept or reject a null hypothesis. Generally, there is no acceptance in the research work. That hypothesis may not be rejected. Rejected means completely rejected. May not be rejected means is called a acceptance. Accept or reject null hypothesis based on sample data. This process called hypothesis testing consists of 4 steps. First step, state the null hypothesis. State the hypothesis. This involves stating the null and alternative hypothesis. Most of the null hypotheses are simple hypotheses in our studies. Simple hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis is most of the cases composite hypothesis. These two are very, very important. The hypotheses are stated in such a way that they are mutually exclusive. Either null or both are mutually exclusive. That is, one is true, other must be false. Null hypothesis is true, alternative false. Null hypothesis is false, alternative true. So now here, set up, for example, set up null hypothesis for normal population. mu is equal to mu naught. Population mean is equal to some specified value. H1, mu not equal to mu naught. Two-tail test. Mu is greater than mu naught. Mu less than mu naught. This is simple hypothesis. This is a composite hypothesis. Here, sigma square value, known value. Here is population mean unknown value. We have to test the, using this statement and the formula and procedure, we have to test this population mean equal to some specified value. So this is simple hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis in the form of composite hypothesis. First of all, you have to set up null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Read the problem carefully. So this is a very, very important. Based on your knowledge, your subject knowledge. So, and using the statistical hypothesis techniques and theory of estimation techniques, you have to prepare the null and alternative hypothesis. Second one, formulate analysis plan. Formulate analysis plan. Analysis plan describes how to use sample data to accept or reject the null hypothesis. Very, very, very important. Here is population. Draw this sample. Population parameter theta. This is P. T is a function of sample observations. T of x1, x2, xn. T of x1, x2, xn. Using this sample data, how to accept this hypothesis? H naught, theta is equal to theta naught. H1, theta naught equal to theta naught. So you have to take the plan, describe the plan to accept or reject the null hypothesis. The accept or reject decision often focuses around a single statistic. Here, mainly, the researcher consider the sample mean is a single statistics or the sample variance or a single statistics or population sample proportion is a single statistics. Focus on this sample statistics, either accept H naught or reject H naught. Accept H naught means reject H1, alternative hypothesis. Reject H naught means accept H1. That is the second point here. Analyze the sample data. Third one, find the value of the test statistic, mean score, proportion, t square, z square, etc. Described in analysis plan in above here. Complete other computations as required by the plan. Complete other computations as required by the plan. So we have to, for different problems, we have to create the different planning models here, plannings. Using that planning, accept or reject the null hypothesis. For example, here the Z score formula, x bar minus E of x bar by square root of variance of x bar. X bar follows normal distribution. This is the based on one population, normal population. In general case, t is a function of statistics, t minus expectation of t, square root of variance of t. This, for large case, this follows normal distribution. Small cases, the t is equal to complete statistics, t minus expectation of t, square root of variance of t. Square root of variance of t is called standard error of t, already explained. This follows t n minus 1 degrees of freedom. Based on requirement, we have to calculate the test statistics values. Test statistics values using these formulas. Suppose your t follows normal distribution, use the above formula. T follows binomial distribution, use binomial techniques. T follows Poisson, use properties of Poisson. T follows exponential, use properties of exponential, and construct the Z here. For large sample case, by central limit theorem, Z follows normal distribution. For small sample cases, you have to use T or chi-square. Chi-square formula. So ns square by sigma naught square follows chi-square n minus 1 degrees of freedom. So f cases here. So x by n1 by y by n2 is follows f of n1 comma n2 degrees of freedom. Both x and y follows. So x and y follows chi-square. So n1 n2 degrees of freedom. N1 n2 degrees of freedom. So these are the different statistical formulas. So based on the mean score, proportional score, so we have to take this suitable statistic and calculate the test statistic value. Now, interpretations, results. Interpret the results. That is very, very important. Apply the decision rule described in the analysis plan. So already t value, z value, chi-square value of value is calculated. So compare with table values, chi-square value or z value, modulus z value is a calculation value based on this formula is less than or equal to z table value, z tab. So we accept H naught, otherwise we reject H naught. Otherwise means Z calculation is greater than Z tab value. So we reject H naught. Similarly, mod T calculation less than or equal to T table value. We accept H naught, otherwise we reject H naught. Apply the decision rule described in the analysis plan. This is decision rules. If the test statistics supports the null hypothesis, accept the null hypothesis. Otherwise, reject the null hypothesis. The test statistics supports null hypothesis. Here, the test statistics support the null hypothesis means here Here is Z calculation less than or equal to Z table value, accept the null hypothesis, otherwise reject the null hypothesis. So modulus T calculation, a chi-square calculation less than or equal to chi-square table value with n degrees of freedom or n minus 1 degrees of freedom, we accept H naught. We accept H naught, otherwise we reject H naught. So there are two cases of it. So this is a test procedure. So parametric test and non-parametric test, we have to follow these rules, steps to accept or reject the null hypothesis. Accept a null hypothesis means reject alternative hypothesis. Reject null hypothesis means accept alternate hypothesis. For research studies and by using some statistical techniques, you have to use p-value concept here. Don't take the table values. So take the table values, normal table values or t table values and chi-square table values. So you have to compare with the p-value, compare with p-value to alpha value. So p-value less than or equal to alpha value. Alpha means either 1% or 5%. The p-value is probability value based on the critical value. So p-value is calculated, already explained in the last video. P-value is less than or equal to alpha value. We reject H naught. The corresponding test is significant. P-value is more than alpha value. Alpha is level of significance, size of the critical region, probability of type 1 error. We accept H naught. We accept H naught means may not be rejected. May not be rejected. H naught is may not be rejected. In this case, the corresponding test is not significant. In advanced studies, in PG level, always you have to use p-value approach instead of table values method. So that is the procedure of testing of hypothesis. Next, another very, very important, most powerful test. There are two types of errors, type 1 error and type 2 error. Both errors cannot be minimized. Errors cannot be eliminated. Both errors cannot be minimized at a time. But in this case, alpha, probability of type 1 error is more serious than probability of type 2 error, that is called beta. Reject H naught when H naught is true. That value is more serious than accept H naught when H naught is false. These two are two types of errors. Type 1 error is more serious than type 2 error. That's why we have to fix the alpha value at low level of significance, either 1% or 5%, minimize the beta or maximize the power of the test. The corresponding test is the most powerful test or best critical region. The corresponding critical region is the best critical region. Best critical region. So now, first of all here, most powerful test. Before taking the NP lemma, most powerful test is called NP test. The critical region W is the most powerful critical region of size alpha for testing a simple hypothesis. The hypothesis specifies the parameter completely. Theta is equal to theta naught. Theta naught is some specified value. Theta is a particular characteristic of the population. Population parameter is equal to some specified value. So now this hypothesis is prepared or constructed based on the sample statistic against the simple alternative hypothesis H1 theta is equal to theta 1. Theta is equal to theta 1. If the size of the critical region X belongs to W under H naught is equal to alpha, that is equal to, in terms of manifold integrals, integral W L0 dx. This is a X belongs W. The sample statistics based on the test statistics formulas, we have to calculate this X value. that is Z score, T score. So this falls in W, H0 is rejected. When H0 is true, that is size of critical region, that is called probability of type 1 error. In terms of manifold integral, so integral under W L0 dx. L0 dx means likelihood function under H0. H0 is what? Theta is equal to theta naught. Substitute theta is equal to theta naught in the likelihood function. Integrate this value, we get alpha. I will explain. I will give the sum. So numerical problems related to measurement of alpha. Now here under probability of x belongs to W under H1 is greater than equal to probability of x belongs to W1 under H1. Here reject H0 when H1 is true. Reject H0 when H1 is true means what here? 1 minus beta is greater than equal to 1 minus beta 1. What is W1? W1 is another critical region may satisfying above. This sample statistic belongs to critical region. When H1 is true, it is called power of the test. W1 is another critical region. By comparing these two powers of this critical region, W critical region power of the test is 1 minus beta. W1 critical region power of the test is 1 minus beta 1. By comparing this one, W critical region power of the test is more compared to W1 critical region. That's why W is the most powerful critical region. The corresponding test is the most powerful test. This is very important. Always you have to take this most powerful test in our studies, in our UG syllabus. So many problems related to most powerful test. Simple to simple hypothesis. Niemann, Pearson, Lemma also provide most powerful test. Next one, some cases uniformly most powerful test. There is no difference between here. Here is most powerful test, simple to simple. Here is simple to composite. Small change, simple to composite. The null hypothesis in the form of simple, composite alternative hypothesis in the form of composite. This is composite hypothesis. Composite hypothesis, this is simple hypothesis. Theta not equal to theta 1. That is so theta not equal to theta naught. But this hypothesis does not specify the parameter completely. It is called composite hypothesis. This hypothesis complete the parameters so completely is called simple hypothesis. In this simple to composite concept, simple to composite. So now W1 here is same thing. The alpha is equal to probability of x belongs to W under H0 in terms of manifold integrals W L0 dx. Probability of x belongs to W under H1 is true is greater than equal to probability of x belongs to W1 under H1. Under H1. Now this is 1 minus beta is greater than equal to 1 minus beta 1.